Hello everyone, good morning. Assalamualaikum. Okay, so today I will explain about 2.2 linear motion graphs. So in this subtopic, we should know how to interpret the graphs as it is important to understand the type of linear motion of an object. Okay, so before we go further on the graphs, let's look at this one. Okay, so here I have simplified what you should know about the three linear motion graphs. So we start off with the ST linear graph and then followed by VT linear graph and AT linear graph. Okay, in ST linear graph, the gradient of the graph will give you the velocity. Okay, whereas for VT linear graph, okay, the gradient will result in acceleration, whereas the area under the graph of VT graph will give you the displacement, which is saran. Okay, let's move on to AT graph. So the gradient of AT graph will give you the velocity. From this equation, you can conclude that so if the displacement is greater, okay, the displacement is greater, okay, which is S or D is greater with time, so the velocity also will be greater or increasing. So the velocity also, if it is increasing, what happened to the acceleration? Yes, A will be increasing with time. Okay, so if you divide the AT graph, okay, the A with T, okay, you will have, yes, the increasing of velocity. Okay, the acceleration will increase when velocity is increased. Okay, so we shall look at the graphs. I will try to explain using the VT graph first. Okay, and then followed by AT graph, and lastly ST graph. Okay, so we will refer to number one VT, followed by AT and ST. Okay, so first one, when you have the velocity time graph, so V is velocity and T is time, okay, time graph. So we have the uniform motion, okay, for VT graph. Okay, what will happen to the AT graph? Yes, it is said that for AT, the motion of the object is uniform acceleration. Okay, uniform acceleration. So this one is increasing. Okay, increasing of velocity. And the motion of the ST will be, yes, inclining. Inclining. Okay, inclining means dia meninggi atau menaik. Okay, inclining. Okay, let's look at the second graph. Okay, so when the object is said that to have uniform velocity, so this one is uniform velocity. It is said that there is no, yes, zero acceleration. Okay, zero acceleration. So means there is no increasing of acceleration. And what about ST? Yes, it is increasing linearly. Increasing linearly. Okay, last one. Okay, when we have the, yes, decreasing of velocity, it is said that, yes, it has the negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. Okay, and ST, okay, it is going up, but then it will be, yes, declining. All right. Okay, so we shall continue with the explanation on the VT graph. So let's look at the first quarter. Okay, we have three sections here, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the first one, we have the VT, okay, V against T. So with the increasing of velocity, it is said that the graph is having okay, the positive acceleration, AT, positive uniform acceleration, okay. And also when it is said that constant velocity is happening to the motion of the object, yes, the acceleration will be zero, okay, zero acceleration. Right, so let's look at what will be happening at the ST. Okay, what will be happening at ST? So for the motion of velocity, constant velocity, and the uniform acceleration, yes, the object is said to be having the increasing of displacement. Okay, increasing of displacement. So when the object is having a constant velocity, okay, so it means there is no acceleration, so it is only increasing. Okay, the graph will be increasing linearly. Okay, increasing linearly. Okay, so let's look at the section 3 or third section. So if the velocity is decreasing, yes, it means that it will have the negative value of acceleration. Okay, negative value of acceleration. So it will go down here and horizontally below 0. Okay, so this is 0, so we'll be having negative value. Okay, as for this one, it is 0 and this one is positive value. All right, so it will be like a stairs, okay, a stair shape. So what about the ST graph? Yes, so for the negative one, or a decreasing of velocity and negative value of acceleration, so it will be having a curve. Okay, a curve like that. Okay, so I shall continue with the negative graph. So just now we have the positive graph, so now we will look at the negative section of the graph, means under the 0. Okay, so this one is 0, so under the 0, so what will the pattern be for AT and ST? Okay, so let's look at first section. So we have the declining or negative value of velocity VT graph. So it will be, yes, so this one is the positive section of A and this one is negative section of A. So here when it is moving below 0, so means negative velocity, so it will be having negative acceleration. Okay, negative acceleration, horizontal straight line. Okay, horizontal straight line. So what about ST? So ST will be having, yes, it will be having the declining graph. Okay, declining graph. Alright, so for a negative graph, we will see the negative section of VT graph. Okay, negative. So for acceleration, we'll be having, yes, so this one is T, so this one is 0. Okay, 0, so means we are having negative A. Okay, negative A acceleration. Okay, and as for S, it will be curve. Okay, we're having a curve line, okay, for the negative velocity. So let's look at the second section. So when it is a negative constant velocity happening on the object, the motion of the object, so it will have the 0 acceleration. Okay, 0 acceleration, and the graph of the ST will be, yes, straight line, okay, towards T, 0. So this one is 0. Okay, for your homework, I would like you to fill up this section. Okay, you have to draw a complete table like this, okay, for you to complete the whole graph, okay, for this section and also ST section, AT section and ST section. So that will be your homework, right?